guys, what is going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Before I get started, guys, if you are new here, please subscribe if you haven't already done that. We're on the road to 75,000 subscribers, and I would love you to join me on this journey. So hit subscribe right now and join the fam. And also, guys, go follow me on all my social media. Links are in the description. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat, so go follow me on all of those. And as you guys know, I've recently started a Facebook account, so you can add me on Facebook, and we can be Facebook friends. So go do that, link is in the description. And finally, be sure to turn on the notification bell, which is right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you. But once again, I am coming back at you guys with another creepy video, and today we are talking about another scary story. And this scary story is called The Mannequin. So, the story of The Mannequin is about a man who likes to play pranks on other people. But enough of the jibber jabber, let's get right over to the story. The Mannequin. There was a man who loved practical jokes. Whenever he played a prank on someone, he got a great sense of satisfaction from seeing the shocking look on their face. He enjoyed making people scream with fright and almost jump out of their skin in surprise. The man's wife was constantly telling him off. She was tired of his childish pranks and felt he should grow up and behave more responsible. Nothing she said ever seemed to make the slightest bit of difference, and she generally wound up as the butt of his jokes. As the time went by, the man grew bored with the same old practical jokes. His pranks grew more elaborate and daring. He was always looking for ideas for more tricks to play on others. One day, as he was driving to work, he passed by an alleyway besides a large department store. Something caught his eye, and he brought the car to a screeching halt. There, lying in the dumpster, was a female mannequin. It was not assembled, and the arms and legs were sticking out at odd angles. The man suddenly had a great idea for a prank. He got out of his car and went over to the dumpster. He reached in and pulled the mannequin's head out of the trash. It was in good shape. Apart from a scratch on the nose and a few other dents, the mannequin looked almost lifelike. Working quickly, before anyone spotted him, he gathered the arms, legs, and torso and loaded them into the trunk of his car. He spent the day in his office, plotting his next great prank. He was so excited, he couldn't wait to pull it off. That evening, he drove home, ate dinner with his wife and son, then excused himself and went to bed early. The next morning, at 6 a.m., his alarm went off. He shut it off quickly, so as not to wake his wife and son. The house was completely silent as he quietly crept downstairs and let himself into the garage. Opening the trunk of his car, he unloaded the pieces of the mannequin and propped them against the wall. Then, the man searched through some old boxes and pulled out a dark hooded robe and a demonic face mask. He lay the limbs of the dummy out on the floor and assembled it carefully, screwing the arms and legs into the torso. Finally, he screwed the head on tightly and dressed the mannequin in the dark robe and mask. He proceeded to pick it up and carry it into the house. He made his way upstairs, careful not to make any noise, and opened his son's bedroom door. In the dim light, he could see his son lying in bed, fast asleep. The man cautiously placed the mannequin beside his son's bed. He took a few steps back to marvel at his mischievous creation. He was pleased, but the mannequin seemed to be lacking something. It wasn't quite as scary as he imagined. Just then, it came to him. He crept downstairs to the kitchen and grabbed a large steak knife from the drawer. Going back upstairs, he placed the sharp knife in the mannequin's hand and posed its arms as if it were bringing the knife down in a stabbing motion. He once again eyed his creation and had to put his hand over his mouth to stop the laughter. He could just see his son's reaction when he woke up and saw the frightening mannequin standing over him, poised to strike. It would be his greatest prank yet. Brimming with anticipation, he tiptoed downstairs and made himself a cup of coffee. Later that morning, the man was sitting at the kitchen table, eating breakfast, when his wife came in and said good morning. She made herself a cup of coffee and sat down at the table beside him. He had a smug look on his face. His son would be waking up any minute now. He could hardly wait. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream broke the silence, and his wife dropped her coffee cup. She was about to run up the stairs when she was stopped by her husband's laughter. "What's so funny?" she asked, rather angrily. "It looks like our son has fallen victim to my latest prank," the man chuckled contentedly. His wife rolled her eyes and returned to her chair. They sat in the kitchen, waiting for their son to come downstairs. But after 5 minutes of silence, they both grew impatient. "Would you please check on him?" asked his wife. "He'll be late for school." The man smiled and walked upstairs. He opened his son's door and looked inside. Suddenly, he froze and all color drained from his face. His son lay on the bed. Blood pooled around his shoulders. His throat had been slit from ear to ear. The window was wide open. The curtains fluttered in the breeze, and the robe and mask lay on the floor. The mannequin was nowhere to be seen. And that is the end of that. That is a very scary story to think like mannequins are like one of people's biggest fears anyway. Like if you're in a room with like a bunch of mannequins, kind of reminds me of Insidious, the movie, with all those people like that are just like standing like this. And then some of them have really creepy smiles on their faces. Ugh, mannequins give me the heebie-jeebies. I feel really bad for the dad. Like he's got to live the rest of his life knowing that his pranks, I mean, I love a good prank. I'm just like the dad. I love pulling pranks on people. I love scaring people. But now I feel bad for the dad because he's forever gonna know. Not only, like, I think he's gone to a mental hospital personally. Like, not only has he learned that mannequins can come to life, but his son was killed by the mannequin that he brought into the house to prank his son. What? That is so unfair on the dad. But anyway, my question to all of you guys for question of the day is, are you afraid of mannequins? Let me know in the comment section. That is question of the day. And as you guys know, I've started doing 2 videos a day, one morning, one night. This is the nighttime one, so if you guys didn't see this morning's one, which was actually in the afternoon, but you know what I mean, then I suggest you check it out. It's about a Ouija board, and I actually had mine to show you guys on camera and talk about something. But if you want to know what, you have to watch the video and see. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below. Let's see if we can go for 10 billion likes on this video. I would really appreciate that. And remember, the most important thing of all, guys, chase your dreams. I love you all. Don't let anybody bring you down. Peace out.